Hello. So we are back. We have another job. We have a charging port to replace on Nintendo Switch. It's not hard. I'll show you my way to replace this. I don't know if I have video replacing charging ports on Nintendo. But anyway, this is a bigger. It's about a big announcement. It's not a big announcement. It's just a decision I took a few days ago. Because you see the videos from work are the videos from work. Yeah, so I'm keeping the jobs at work. I'm not doing repairs at home. But I do have a lot of hobbies. Yeah, probably like anyone. And what do I want to do is to open a new channel. Obviously, you don't have to follow, you don't have to subscribe, you don't even have to watch. That's fine. I understand that. Is what I want to do. A new channels about photography, about filmography, cinematography, about camera, about lens, and many other things. Yeah, because I'm kind of in this. So I do love camera, lenses. I love photography. I love editing, photo editing, video editing, and on the video editing, quite on the advanced things like editing raw files and everything about cinematography, lighting, a lot of things. Yeah, it's just a hobby, and I do have two cinema camera at home. One camera it's used by Diana. It's a Canon C300. She's using a cinema camera as a webcam. You can believe that. And the second camera I have, it's a Blackmagic 6K full sensor, and it's fantastic. You know the quality when you have a raw file. Raw file is it's exactly the output of the sensor, and that's a full sensor, and the quality it's amazing. And what you can do on DaVinci Resolve with the color grading and everything, and you wanna output the video, it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, you know. And that's what I want this channel to be about. Because I'm sure there are people, they have same issue. If a hobby is a issue, yeah, they have same issue like me. I need free. I need a Nintendo screwdriver. You know, it's a special screwdriver for Nintendo. Yeah, I found it. And you know what? This was probably one of my dreams from years. Yeah, from years learning about this stuff. On some point, maybe I will be able to do a short video because there are a lot of people doing short videos, and you can go on a contest with that short video, cinematic video. Sorry, cinematic. Yeah, cinematography is nice. It's absolutely beautiful. When actually everything from that frame matter, including the light, including the shades, including the story, everything. And yeah, if I go home and I'm doing something like that, I think I can have a new channel only about this kind of things. Obviously, you know, work it's work, video or video from here, so it's nothing to worry about. I took out all the screws. Okay, I need this. And even if you think only if you take DaVinci Resolve, it's a monster program. You know, it's. I've been a Final Cut Pro user, and I changed to when I go to Blackmagic camera, I changed to DaVinci Resolve, which from my point of view is better. A bit more complicated compared with the Final Cut Pro, but you can do a lot more things. Yeah. It's sorry. Let's open this and fix this because we are here to fix things. So how do we fix the Nintendo? The first things what you have to do on Nintendo is to check if your Nintendo is working, because you know what happened, and this comes from my experience. The Nintendo stopped working from any other reason, and the customer it'll broke the charging port, and the job comes to you as a charging port job, and you'll have the surprise you'll fix the charging port and the Nintendo still not working, and you work for nothing. You can't charge money for that because they will say it's your fault because you didn't test it, and that's right. So first we have to test it. We have to charge the battery with the power supply, and we have to test it. Okay. So what we are doing first, we are disconnecting the battery, connecting the battery back. Let's take the power supply. You can set up the power supply up to 5 volts. You have a current limit anyway. The current limit probably will be around 2 amps. And the battery is charging with 2.2 amps. On the other side you have 4 volts. Does mean how our battery has some power on it. Let's check. "3.3". It is discharged. Let's charge it. You have red on the battery, it's plus, black is minus. Let's charge the battery. Let's see if we can go up with the current. We can, 3 amps. Yeah, 3 amps. So we have to see the Nintendo on before we are starting replacing the charging port. That's the rule. Even on tablets, yeah. Before you start working, be sure actually it's you have a working board. Still working with, still charging with 3 amps. You can see on the power supply. We can try keeping the power supply here just to, because right now the potential is higher because of the power supply, and try and power on. Power button. And you have the charging sign on the, you couldn't see. So I think this is good. This Nintendo is good. One more time, let's try power on. The voltage drop a little bit. And we have the Nintendo sign, okay? Obviously the battery is low, but it's working. So let's replace the charging port now. How I'm doing, you know, the lazy way to do it. I'll try to leave the board a little bit and replace the port. But first, we have to be sure we have the charging port. By the way, the charging port has some bent pins there. Let's check together. You can see it has some bent pins inside. So that's the issue with the charging port. So it's faulty, it will not gonna charge. Uh, this is quite a well-paid job to replace the USB-C on the Nintendo. So you can do it. Because the Nintendo itself is expensive. That's the screen. So what do we have more here? We have a few connectors. It's not that hard, but you have to pay attention. And all what we have left is the speaker. So that's the board. When you have a charging issue, either you'll have this chip faulty or the charging port. Okay? Good. How can I do it? Because usually I'm doing on the side of the desk. I think we can do it here, yeah? Let's use some flux and let's take the USB port out. How you take it out is not very important. Important is how you solder it back. $500 degrees, full air, full temperature. I'll try to use the heat here on the top. This board is sucking a lot of heat. Probably that's how it's made to be. Yeah, so that's the charging port. Okay. The solder balls, let's have a look. The solder pads, sorry. The solder pads are okay. Nothing wrong here. So all what we have to do is to come with a new board. If you do it, just do it straight away because the board is warm right now, or hot. It's not this one. Is this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Now keep in mind, you can't use that hot temperature when you solder the port back because it's plastic. Yeah. So let's go down to 350, 360, and let's try and solder the port. You have plastic and metal. So if you use high temperature, you will melt the charging port itself. Even 350 I think is too high. Even 350 I think is too high. Okay, so the port is back. Not yet, not yet. Okay, it's too much heat already. So what I will do, I will comb, yeah, 400. Okay. Now the port is back. Let's use some flux. $350, $360. The pins are behind, so it's not only these pins what you see here are pins behind. You can see that there are 2 rows of pins. Let's have a look under the microscope. It's not on place. Okay, that's fine, that's okay. uh, 1 second. Just to be sure, the charging port is aligned. Okay, now it's back. Let's be sure it's going down. You see the temperature is it's a bit too high. You can see by the plastic melting. But the pins are soldered. Let's put both the back the board. Give me 1 second. Okay. Huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. We have this, we have this, we have this. We have those cables here. We have the screen. Here we have two, this. Yeah, we are fine. Okay? Good. So the board is back. We should check if it's charging first, okay? Let me grab a cable. USB-C cable. USB-C. I think I have to get one. Ah, sorry, the microphone was off. I can't believe. Okay, let's resolder those pins. Well, I do have 5 volts here. But let's resolder the pins, just to be sure. I'll unplug the battery. Solder iron. Let's go with the hot air with 200. Okay, those are fine. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. 5 volts. I do have 5 volts there. Unplug the battery. Yeah, 100 milliamps is not going to the battery, it's going to this chip, which is getting hot. Exactly what I told you. You remember on the beginning? So that's what happened. The chip died, and they broke the charging port. I should have the chip here. M92T36, yeah? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I have the chip. No. Yeah, found it. Okay, found it. That's how this Nintendo died. Okay. So we have this chip. And we have this Neo, yeah? That is the same chip. One T36, yeah? Same chip. Let's remove this chip. So if your Nintendo is not charging, can be this chip. Battery is unplugged, okay. The chip is out. Now let's come with the new chip. Let's go with the new chip. I'll lower the temperature a little bit. Okay, let's use some flux. Okay, the chip is soldered. Solders are fine, yeah, we can test it. I need to cool down the board somehow. Those charging chips, you know, they don't like the heat. Let's plug the battery. Let's plug the charging cable. And we have 400 milliamps, 0.4. 1.4 amps, you can see 1.4 amps, so it's charging fine. But that was the issue, like the Nintendo got that chip burned, and they forced the charger, and that's how this Nintendo died. So you see, like how I told you in the beginning, I told you in the beginning, charge the battery to be sure it's working. Well, actually, you see, you can have like a dead. I don't think that's the actually the charging chip. This I didn't check, but I think it's something has to do with the USB and things. But yeah, be prepared if you replace the charging port to replace also that chip. Be prepared because can be burned. I was like, okay, I replaced the charging port and it's not charging, and I'm doing a video about this. It looks bad. So I replaced the charging port and it's not charging. Does mean I done a bad job replacing the port? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we have to put all the screws. As you can see, the Nintendo Switch has a double cooling. One is the fan, one is the top of the cover, the metal cover. Okay, let's plug the battery. Plug the charger. And we have the charging sign on the screen. 1.4 amps and it's coming on. Okay, so it's charging fine. You can see it's charging fine. Actually, the fact is 1.4 amps means it's charging fine. Okay. What I do here, and I don't like, let me get the hot air machine. $160. It's back on place. You know the black thingy from here. But it's back on place. Okay, so I'll put all the screws. It's charging fine. 1.4 amps. Keep in mind, if you replace the charging port, The charging port has 2 rows of the pins. The outside one is not that important because you can solder them with the solder iron, but the inside one, yeah, they are important. And also the chip, which you can buy from eBay, yeah. Or maybe you have a good charging port and actually only the chip is that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And see you on the next one, yeah? Bye.